I want to talk about consent today, which means I'm going to be talking about sex. So if you're not ready to hear me, family-friendly Charlie, talking about sex, warning, sex. In my lifetime, I have had a grand total of 2 sexual partners. I lost my virginity when I was 21, and it's kind of surprising to me these days how little those quantifiers actually matter to me. Back in school, however, my self-perceived sexual inadequacy seemed like the most shameful thing in the world. Like, nothing was more terrifying to me than the idea of one of my school friends asking me how far I'd gotten with a girl. And honestly, when they did ask me, the few times they did, I just lied. Which makes me feel like they probably were just lying as well. In hindsight, though, I'm very glad that I didn't rush into anything, because I think it helped me to learn the importance of, you know, not rushing. In my experience, taking the time to really get to know the person that you're with and what they like makes the whole sex thing much more enjoyable, and it's also just a really great way to make sure that the person that you're with really wants to be there too. And that is what consent is. It's about making a positive decision that you and the person that you're with both definitely want to have sex together. And for me personally, having that mutual consent is completely vital. If there's ever any doubt in my mind that the person I'm with doesn't want to be there with me, I stop and I talk to them about it. It kind of ruins the flow, yeah, but it's the right thing to do. And it's something I think about every single time I'm with them too, because just because someone says yes the first time doesn't automatically make it a yes every other time. When I was in school, sex was talked about like it was some kind of trophy, like it was something you had to get to win approval, but really, it's something you have to get approval for, from 2 people, from yourself, and from the person that you're with. If you don't want to have sex, and you're being pressured into doing it, it's horrible. Be that through your peers making you feel bad because you're still a virgin, or be it through you making your partner feel bad because they aren't up for it. Everybody always has a choice about how far they want to go and what they feel comfortable with. You can't force someone into doing it, and you can't pressure someone into doing it until they're given either. If the person that you're with says no, then you stop. And even if they don't say no, even if they just give the impression that they're not in the mood, i.e. their body language, they stop kissing you, they just don't want to be held, then you stop. Because in the eyes of the law, that is exactly the same as them saying no. And if the person that you're with says no in any of those ways, and you go ahead and have sex with them anyway, that's rape. That's what rape is. And if you're charged with it, you could go to prison, you could get put on the sex offenders register, and it would likely seriously mess up your future. I'm assuming you don't want that though. When you're in the mood, and your partner isn't, yes, it can be very frustrating, but in my experience, there is nothing better than being with someone who you know definitely wants to be there with you. Sex is great, but it is so much greater when you can be giving as much pleasure as you're getting. In summary, Charlie's sexy advice is be safe, be smart, be with someone who you know wants to be with you every single time, don't do anything illegal, just to be safe, and have lots of fun, because sex is great. And that's my official statement. Bye.
You've just had the almost imponderable joy of watching Charlieissocoollike, which makes you like cool.
Okay, if you need any more information about relationships, about consent, or abuse, the best thing you can do is seek out professional help and advice from qualified sources. Click here to visit In the Know for more information, and I'll put a link in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this helps.